It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times to be a Switch owner right now. The best because there's always great sales and great discounts, and the worst because there's so many great games that are so tempting to buy our wallets cry. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Today I'm bringing you a bunch of just dropped sales. It's a new year, and Nintendo decided to work with a ton of publishers to put a bunch of really good games on 2022's first discounts. We got top tier indie and AAA titles in this list, so make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy getting your Switch games a little bit cheaper, or in today's case, a lot cheaper. And let me know in the comments down below if any of these catch your eye, if you're gonna pick any of these up to add as your first Switch purchase in 2022. Now, before we get to the publishers that are collaborating with Nintendo, there's some off-brand deals that I think are absolutely phenomenal. These ones are all lowest price ever, which is my favorite kind of deal. And we kick it off with Bug Fables, down to $12.49, putting it at 50% off, a great deal for a Paper Mario type title with a lot more insectoid antics. We also have Crosscode down to $11.99. That's the lowest it's ever been for a really interesting RPG, dungeon diving, Zelda, but mixed around type experience that I'm going to buy. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is down to $9.99, half off, great price for a phenomenal platformer, looking beautiful on the Xbox and looking beautiful on the Switch. And then we've got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Howl your way through an ancient Castlevania-esque adventure. It's not an NFT, thank goodness. It's just a really good retro-inspired game for $7.49, half off, amazing deal. We continue with Burnout Paradise Remastered for $9. That's 70% off for one of the best racing games ever made. An awesome city to explore, a whole lot of content, and for $9, you cannot go wrong. We've also got Paradise Killer. Ooh, a very respected indie, kind of a cult favorite from 2021. It's 35% off, down to $12.99, a fantastic lowest price ever. Untitled Goose Game, if you want to honk your way to some hectic hype, $9.99, half off as well. Nintendo says we would like to play with Kirby Fighters 2, 30% off, down to $13.99, as you get yourselves prepped and ready for Kirby in the Forbidden Land, which seems like it might be landing a lot sooner than some people think. I'm hearing March as a rumored release date right about now, which would be incredible. Kirby Fighters 2, totally different type of game, but hey, gets you in some pink puffball action as you prep. Also, What the Golf, one of my favorite indie titles. So many good golf-inspired indie games. I don't know what it is about golf. It's kind of boring normally, but then when they twist it around for these indie reduxes, they're really fun. $7.99, 60% off. That game is so creative, innovative, it's barely golf, it's just a must play. The recently released Diablo 2 Resurrected is $29.99, 25% off, a nice chop after just a couple months since release. And then Katana Zero, probably my favorite indie on Switch. Celeste? Katana Zero? It's close, but this one's down to $8.99. 40% off, and that matches the lowest price it's ever been. Absolutely awesome action. It's tough. The story is quite gruesome, but oh my gosh, it's brilliant. Now then, let's roll into the publisher sales that are all running, I believe, from now until January 17th. All right, we'll kick it off with Bethesda. Now they're bringing a bunch of their old school games on deep discount, but it's Doom Eternal that rocks my world, $23.99, the lowest it's ever been. It's almost 2/3 off on Switch, and it actually plays and runs pretty darn well. You know that Bethesda does wonders with their ports of their big shooters. Doom Eternal, awesome game, great price at $23.99. Also, I'll point out that Wolfenstein 2 is down to $11.99. That's the lowest price for that game, and either of those are absolute winners. Older games in the franchises are on sale as well, but I really like Doom Eternal for under $25. The good guys and gals at Chucklefish are making me laugh with these awesome discounts because Wargroove is down 50% off, matching its lowest price ever at $9.99. This is an awesome way to spend some strategy gaming hours as you wait for Advance Wars 1+2. Delayed till April, this does basically the same thing, but you can be a dog. Also, it's not made by Nintendo, but it is made by Chucklefish, and we know they do great work like Eastward, which is seeing a smidge of a discount, down to $22.49. from 25, so that's a 10% deal. I like Eastward a lot. It didn't end up being like the all game that I was hoping it would be, but it's a really fun, beautiful emotional experience that I think is worth its asking price, so a discount is nice. Devolver Digital is doing the dance as well, putting a bunch of their cool stuff on sale. You got Exit the Gungeon for $5.99. Not as cool as Enter, but a nice twist if you've played a ton of my favorite indie roguelite. Grease is down to $4.24, the lowest it's been. And no, this doesn't feature John Travolta. It features a very emotional tale that I didn't love, but I know a lot of people really do enjoy, so that's a really good deal. The Messenger is down to $8. It's kind of like a retro ninja type title. Boomerang X, $11.99 from $20, almost 50% off. And I really did like that one last year. A really fun time throwing a boomerang, hitting a bunch of targets. They build your powers and build the complexity as the game goes. It's a short time, but a good time. And at that price, hey, really good value. Downwell is awesome at $2, and Carrion is down to $12 as well. It wasn't the best Devolver title, but it does have an interesting idea, as you are the beast instead of the big hero, and I think $12 feels nice for that one. Elysia, also a Devolver release from last year, half off, $7.49. You might want to check it out. 2K is participating as well, and they put a smorgasbord of their titles on sale. It's impressive actually how many big franchises they've moved to the Switch. XCOM 2 Collection stands out at $12.49. That's down from $50 retail asking price. Now they've often been on sale for $20, but $12.49 even sweeter for a whole bunch of XCOM action as we wait for Midnight Suns, which I hope is really, really fun later this year. You can also get some Borderlands action and BioShock on sale. Not the lowest they've been, but still decent deals. And then NBA 2K22 is down to $30, which puts it at half off its normal $60 asking price. Ubisoft is doing the dang thing. I hope they put out some new stuff on Switch this year. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Hopefully that releases soon, and hopefully it's as hopeful as the initial trailer looked. They've got their usual suspects on sale though. The Raymans, the Valiant Hearts, Child of Light, South Park. Solid prices, nothing crazy new, but again, these are all pretty good games for pretty low price points. Bandai Namco enters the ring with a lot of titles. Little Nightmares 2 is the one I want to highlight for you. It's $20.99, that puts it at 33% off, chopping it down from 30, and this is a really cool game. If you've played the original, you might as well play the sequel. I think the original has more wow factor, but the sequel is a bigger, better game, more interesting things happening in that world, and the creepy Muppet-like monsters are back for more. All right, a really good time. The original is also on sale. The Ni no Kuni games are on sale. You can grab the first for $9.99 or the sequel for $41.99. You got Jump Force on sale before, I think they're shutting the servers down, Mr. Driller, all sorts of Pac-Man, Digimon, Story, Cyber Sleuth is $15, and Dragon Ball Fighters is $10. Even more sales keep pouring in, so let me highlight a few extras for you. Dead Cells just got a DLC drop today, and that game is $12.49, matching its lowest price. We got Spiritfarer down to $15, a fantastic game that has some interesting themes and has received DLC content, now half off, feels fantastic. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition, corny name, but great price, 90% off, $2.99. And let's wrap it all up with Disco Elysium, the final cut, down 35% off. The final platform it released on was Switch back in October, and it's already $25.99. Some people swear by this game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Maybe I should with this sale. It's a very involved RPG. You're doing a lot of talking, but building your character in very interesting and involved ways, and a lot of really cool stories have come out of this one. Scenarios and situations that happen, and then endings that eventually occur. This is the ultimate version of an already awesomely reviewed game, and $26 feels like a steal. So make sure to let me know in the comments down below which of these sale games you've got your eyes on, which you're picking up. A couple highlights from yours truly. Really like Doom Eternal for $24, Little Nightmares 2 for $21, Burnout Paradise Remastered for $9, and I'm super interested by Crosscode at $12, and I absolutely think you should pick up Katana Zero for $8 as well. But now it's your turn. What do you think are the must-haves from this big New Year's 2022 sale? I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. And until next time, my wonderful friends and family, I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.